Hello, beautiful people. Have I got a deal for you? Look no further. For the low price of watching this video, you too can learn how to Zammy at 100% Enrage.
Are ya ready, kids?
Aye aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
Aye aye, Captain. Just kidding, enough tomfoolery. Sit back, relax, and let's go over the basics. For more general information about the fight, go check out my totally relatable Zamorak guide for normal mode to 99% Enrage. Don't worry, I'll be here waiting when you get back. I won't go to the store for milk and disappear. Normally I use lower tier gear for my totally relatable guides, but Zamorak at 100% Enrage and above is just built different. There's nothing mild about this fight. It is hot and spicy, just how we like our bosses. I'll be showing you two presets in this guide, an affordable one and a serious one, because the God of Chaos has absolutely no issue buying us a one-way ticket to Death's office. I'm bringing magic tank armor because why play the game in hard mode when you can animate dead and chill? No need to be a hero, we're losing our World Guardian powers anyways. Full Cheese Bloom would be great, but I'll bring my crusty busted Sea Singer to show you that not all legends wear Crypt Bloom. Sometimes they wear a 4-year-old Sea Singer with Scavenging 2 looting. If you don't use magic, mad respect and Godspeed. At 100% Enrage, I bring pretty normal supplies. Nothing fancy. Dress it up or down however you like. As long as you have a shield, a hellhound, and a can-do attitude, you can get the job done. Yakking is also very honorable. Oh, and make sure you bring a power burst of vitality. You'll need it later when things get weird. Trust me. For 100% Enrage, I'm using lower tier gear to show you that you can hang with the big boys. Do I recommend this? Absolutely not. Now that we know what we're bringing, let's get into it. The kill starts out by catfishing you. Remember, you can't trust anyone on the internet, especially a Majorat. The fight looks normal, it just hits a little harder, but that's okay, we like it. Just go through the kill like the legend you are. You can see here that we're going to kill the Chaos Witches in the middle last because we're going to start with pad 4. The pad order that we're using in this video is 421-653. That's 421-653. Like everything, you should do what is right for you. Spend some time getting familiar with the pads. Take them out to dinner, wine and dine them, and decide which ones you like best. I brought a friend with me because dying in Zamorak is way more fun with friends. He's going to charge the pads, and I'm going to be the Witcher. You can see that at 100% Enrage, we can still deplete the gray bar and skip mechanics. You can too because you're an absolute legend. I would also do some other things normally, like use Magma Tempest when the pads are about to be charged and start my staff rotation for that juicy Fractured Staff of Armadyl spec, but we're being totally relatable right now, so I don't have those fancy things. Another important difference between higher and lower Enrages is how much the Black Fire Bomb hits you. At 100% it isn't too bad, but be careful not to underestimate its true potential. I would get used to at least using one defensive moving forward, like Reflect, and if you are a legend, which I already know you are, a Tick Perfect Resonance will save your food for the end where you're gonna need it most. If you ask me, the scariest part of 100% Enrage is honestly just having to look at Sammy's face. If you can get past that, you're going to do great. What does become important at higher Enrages is the pre-stun. That sweet, delicious pre-stun. Before getting teleported to Infernus, when he says step into the dark, make sure you freed him and use a stun on the boss right before you get teleported. If you do it correctly, the smoke bomb hits like a toddler smacking you with a feather. If you don't pre-stun like you see here, get ready to tank a smoke bomb sent by the devil himself. Again, at 100% Enrage, you're just fine. Kill the witch fast and res that smoky horror. At higher Enrages, things get scary, but we'll go over that later. And anyways, it doesn't matter. You're obviously going to pre-stun every kill because you're an absolute legend. Let's say a prayer to the crit god while we watch the rest of the fight. While we're critting, let's go over some things you might like to know. Storm Shards should be used at this Enrage, and they remain through phase 7. This is the only situation where I'd say that sharding is a good thing. Sharders unite. Spirit shields are popular with PV Dyers at higher Enrage Zami because they provide a delicious damage reduction buff. Just remember that this comes at the cost of some of your prayer points. Nothing a hit of Penance Powder can't solve. Finally, at higher enrages, intercepting is a popular method of keeping the team alive. You can't banish a god from the world if the boys are in Death's office. Be a good Samaritan and intercept your non-magic using friends when you can. Also accept your magic friendos. Who doesn't love a good intercept between friends? Now here comes the fun part. The catfish is going to reveal their true identity. We banish Zamorak from the face of the planet. But wait, there's more. Joke's on us, he has one more trick up his sleeve. We get sent to Infernus, where we are greeted by a demon boy waiting to smack us around. Send him to hell and then set up your sunshine for big booty DPS. Zami will then summon symbols in front of him. Kill the symbols in the order that he calls them, or I'll see you in Death's office. The faster you kill them, the less he hurts you. After killing the runes, go to your sunshine, pray melee, and equip your shield. After the melee hit, we have to tank a smoke bomb that hits harder than your mom's chancla. Vitality pot after the melee hits, and then use resonance or whatever you want. Who am I to tell you how to play? But if you don't use a defensive, rip to your sign. After the smoke bomb, pray magic, unleash all your crits on the boss, and hopefully he dies. If he doesn't die, you get to repeat all the fun. And that's it! Psych! At different enrage thresholds, the fight changes a teeny tiny bit. To leave Infernus during phases 1 through 6 at 500% enrage, everyone has to be on their portal at the same time. At higher enrages, the demon boys get fast AF, and eventually you won't be able to deplete the gray bar. Just phase, boys. None of this should be a problem for you though, because you're such a legend you'll obviously be no-fooding 500% enrage in no time. Now let's take a look at a higher enrage kill. At 250% enrage, things start to get a bit more serious. I would not recommend doing this with cheap gear unless you're looking for a quick teleport to visit your good pal Death. It's always the same thing. Death, how much do I owe you? Never Death, how are you doing today? He honestly might like some good company. This is my loadout for 250% enrage and above because this is when things start to get scary. Imagine looking an angry bear in the eyes armed with nothing but a stick and some hope. Zamorak is going to tear you a new one if you don't gear up properly. Bring the best of everything you have, the best of the best of the best. I'm using a Divine Spirit Shield because even though I'm bringing magic, the cost of the Arcane Spirit Shield is too damn high. Just bring whatever you need to survive getting hit by the semi-truck that is Zamorak. Let's look at a 300% enrage kill. The mechanics are basically the same, so I'm going to give you some general information to keep in mind when pushing enrage. You will see that we're not depleting the gray bar during this kill. We are just rolling with the punches, doing the best that we can. It gets harder to skip the mechanics as the enrage goes up until it's impossible, so don't feel bad. It's not you, it's Zami. Pre-stunning is very important at this point. If you don't get the pre-stuns, buckle up because you're about to have a head-on collision with the smoke bomb. If this happens, a lot of people will intercept an immortality in Infernus while killing the demon boys together and the witch if it's there. Teamwork makes the dream work. Finally, if you have to do more than one cycle in phase 7, the second time you get the smoke bomb, you won't have your Vit pod off cooldown. Use whatever defensives you need to make it through again. This part is about surviving, not thriving. I like to use Reflect and Resonance, anything it takes to get the juicy loot. You can see here that we both pre-stunned Zammy and the smoke bomb just tickled us a little bit. This is what dreams are made of. Now let's relax and watch the rest of the kill for educational purposes. Real quick, let's take a look at how you get out of Infernus at 500% Enrage. As you can see, we pre-stunned because we're legends, just like you. Then we kill the Chaos Witch and the Demon Boys together, we both run to our rune, and leave at the same time. Synchronized portaling. Add that to the summer beach party. Here's a quick summary of how to do phase 7. This fight is no joke, so if you're finding it difficult, remember, you're a legend. It's not you, it's Zammy. Always blame Zammy. And that's it! Now that you have your master's degree in godslaying, go out there and farm your bow of the last guardian. If you found any of this useful or you had a good laugh, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching! See you next time!